Jasmy aims to provide a solution to the upcoming trust issue of IoT. This stands for Internet of Things, a field of study that aims to have devices that have self-report in real time, improving efficiency and bringing important information to the surface more quickly than a system depending on human intervention. Compared to Web 1.0 and 2.0, Web 3.0, along with it, other DApps and that's data as a product, aims to read, write, and own your personal information through the blockchain, a trusted system. Web 3.0's purpose is not only to read, write, and also own data as a product are services that can be utilized in the system along with Jasmy's platform on an assembled ecosystem named Centrality. The use of Jasmy in the system is to process IoT data through a safe consensus algorithm. This can then be stored in a data locker which personal information cannot be used for third parties like Facebook would. The data can then be used as the value of a Jasmy coin on the blockchain to be sold as other products in Centrality's ecosystem like McDonald's. For the company that uses the data, they must buy into the Jasmy platform. As trust in centralized systems like Facebook decrease and Web 3.0 continues to develop, there'll be more focus into a trusted system that requires no human management. For example, State Bank of India are investing in companies in Japan and across East Asia through its $460 million blockchain and AI fund. As we progress through 2022, these restrictions for data and how it's processed will be limited for the ones who don't utilize solutions like Jasmy.
Centrality is a tech ventures ecosystem. Centrality works with smart entrepreneurs and ventures who are trying to disrupt traditional value chains and concepts. We support these projects through every stage of startup lifecycle and create commercial connections with other DApps in the ecosystem. Some of the inside partners are partners such as Centro, Investa, Gecko, Trackback, Plug, Silo, Carbon Clip, SenseNet, Centraplay, Global Chain, Yabo, Belong, and some of their consumer partners are partners such as ePay, Westpac, Polkadot, MasterCard, Vodafone, KFC, McDonald's, Swift POS, CTIA, CCA, which is Coca-Cola, Ford, Tails, and a whole load more. And Jasmine is also on the list along with Polkadot. So we know that Centrality ecosystem is a big ecosystem that Jasmine is tied in with.
Centrality support this project through every stage of the startup life cycle and they create commercial connection with other dApps in the ecosystem. This will make the people who listen understand after you mentioning all these big names that Centrality will make a commercial connection between them.
This picture is
Yeah.
going to explain that because this is the real
Okay.
world connected to the digital world. So this is like, so we got the centrality, then this shows how it connects everything together.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
it's got
good.
IOM, IoT, you have like the manufacturers, you have the exchanges, you have all these different vendors and platforms. This chart demonstrates how the real world and the digital world is to be connected. So you have the different layers and you have the bridges that will connect them. And as we have an IoT, we also have an IOM, an Internet of Mobility. And this is also a target of Jasmy's because it is also the information from these that will be held in the data lockers.
Okay, so a data locker and Tiswit. The process starts off as IoT devices are collecting data from consumers. This is then put safely onto a network on the consensus algorithm, as I mentioned before. Through the blockchain, it can be stored on a jasmy data lockers in the platform. This data as a product can then be sold in the value of a jasmy coin to developers who utilize information in the centrality ecosystem.
So the five main missions of Tiswits are: number one, new mobility, implementing mobility that focuses not only on the destination but also the sharing the experience along the way. Number two, automated manufacturing, supporting the core of smart factories with advanced safety, improved efficiency, and more advanced automation. Number three, zero accidents, supporting cutting edge technologies for automated driving needed in various environments and conditions. Number four, security for a connected world, defining security standards that will form a foundation for future lifestyles. Number five, anytime, anywhere with anyone, exploring technologies and ideas that realize the things you expect with safety and peace of mind. The Felice chip is a product of Sony. Many smart devices, such as the new models of iPhone, utilize this technology.
As Coinbase have released a rewards program giving users $3 for completing info related to tasks on Jasmy, this has caused people to cash their money out into other assets, like Bitcoin, for example, a more stable asset at the moment. As we can see in the photo, the total reward amount is $3, and if we multiply the price by the token amount, we can get a value of $3 again, showing what the sell orders are about. If you look on the Coinbase buy to sell percentage, it is heavily in the sell direction. Coinbase don't measure the size of the buy to sell orders and calculate percentage this way. They measure the amount of sell orders themselves, which can be leading to manipulation of the market.
Jasmy is recognized as a reliable asset.
Okay, so Jasmy Global. As we can see on the Jasmy Global website, they're aggressively trying to promote the use of the coin. The current half price of the service will interest new companies and increase the popularity and reputation of the coin. The website was only made a month ago as we traced the DNS age of the website, indicating that it's a recent idea going globally, if it's a legitimate website that is. We can compare this to the other roadmap to understand what stage it's on.
Today, on the 2nd of the 2nd, 2022, Coinbase Assets had posted that Coinbase Custody now supports deposits and withdrawals of Boba and Jasmy. Now, this is a big thing because Coinbase Custody is only available to the institutional investors with a minimum of 10 million in deposits. Retail customers can utilize Coinbase as a custody solution though. Now, this highlights and indicates Jasmy's overall goal, and its overall goal is to be utilized by the big institutional investors, corporations, and companies, and they can only hold Jasmy in order to be able to utilize utilities and products in the future.
Yeah, man. The market cap is only 200 million. It is nothing. They can make it
There's
like
no
1 billion.
Coinbase rewards anymore.